Hey everybody, EJ Meter here. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded anything to YouTube, and for that matter, it's been a while since I've uploaded any music-related videos. But this question that I want to address today, I don't see it getting covered a whole lot. So I figured it might be the perfect place to start. That question is, can you use a bass amp as a keyboard amp? Now, this question came up when I started searching for keyboard amps. And a friend of mine suggested that while a guitar amp like this heavy-duty Marshall Silver Jube might not be a good pick for a keyboard amp, this 500-watt Ampeg solid-state amp might not be a bad idea. This is because keyboards can usually go lower than what a guitar amp can handle, and they usually have more sustain than what a guitar amp can handle. You solve both these problems in theory with a bass amp. Is the theory correct? We're about to find out. For this experiment, I'll also be using my Roland Juno DS61 digital synthesizer with the notes on the keyboard transposed down an octave to reduce the strain on the bass amp and to lend more clarity to the high notes. For this experiment, we're just going to start out with the first sound that comes up on this particular synthesizer. Just the sound of a digital grand piano. Let's see how that sounds. Now, I don't know how deceitful the crappy microphone on my iPhone is, but I didn't think that sounded too bad. At the very least, it didn't sound worse than listening through headphones, which I can tell you can get rather tiresome. Plus, when you use an amp, you have the option of recording. But EJ, I hear some of my musician friends asking, why don't you just use your interface for recording? Why not just run the in and out through your interface? Well, my friends, because when you use your interface, you don't have the option of using pedals to modify your tone. And I'm a guitarist, so I think in terms of modifying my tone with pedals. One of my favorite things to do with pedals is to run an Electro-Harmonix Neoclone Chorus, my favorite chorus pedal, using the choir setting on one of my keyboards. To show how different that sounds, I will first play you a demo of the choir without the Neoclone, and then with the Neoclone. Neoclone on. And what's even better is when you add chorus and reverb. I personally think that made it sound almost like a real choir. Well, maybe not quite, but it was passable, I'd say. At least it sounded better than the dry signal. But since I'm a metalhead, something that I have to do now that I've discovered running a synth through a bass amp is running my synth through a distortion pedal. For this experiment, I'll be using my favorite distortion pedal, my Fuzzlord Effects HM6. And I'll be using a clean guitar sound from my keyboard so that we can really bring out the character of the pedal. Now that I own a tube amp, I can tell you that that doesn't really compare with the real thing. Then again, nothing does. And please forgive my terrible playing. But let's hear how distortion sounds with something else, like brass. That was a terrible rendition of Night on Bald Mountain. But other than that, I really enjoyed making this video for you guys. Have any questions? Any comments? Let me know in the comments, along with whatever topics you want to see me cover in future videos. Thanks for watching.